G'day everyone and welcome to Two Cousins One Chat. I'm Ben.
Hi, and I'm Kristy.
And we are Two Cousins One Chat. Thanks for tuning in. It's great to have you joining us today.
Ben is in the beautiful southern state of Adelaide and I'm in the southeastern state of Melbourne. We're both in Australia but just in different states. So I wanted to provide some stats for you, so for the distance for our listeners so they know where we are. So if you were to travel from Melbourne to Adelaide by car, it's about 8-9 hours drive or 8,000 kilometres. If you were to catch a train, it would be about 11 hours. If you were going to walk, Ben, it would be 7 days. Or if you're going to ride your bike, it would be 2 days. Or if you're going to catch a plane, it would be 1 hour.
Yes, please. That sounds pretty good to me. Now, I'm not sure. I hate to look. I know you love your stats, and I generally don't question you, but I think you've just said that it's 8,000 kilometres from Melbourne to Adelaide.
Yeah, isn't it?
I don't know that it's that far.
No, I'm pretty sure it's about that far, or maybe 800.
Yeah, I think that's more like
Ben's
it.
fact-checking.
I'm just Googling. I mean, we've only done it 50,000 times.
We have driven from Melbourne to Adelaide so many times, and as everyone knows, the midpoint is nil. And we used to be called either side of nil.
We did.
But we're not
It
anymore.
is 800. You just need to drop a zero off of that. It's just 800 kilometres.
Excuse me. Sorry about that. But, Ben, you're probably wondering why I mentioned all of those stats before because it's pretty interesting.
Actually. Yeah, no. Tell me.
Well, I thought it might be helpful for all our international listeners because we've got a lot of them and they might like to know where we are located within Australia because it can be super helpful to give some perspective on distance, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And most people have heard of Melbourne and Sydney, but they generally haven't heard of South Australia or Adelaide.
Yeah, that's so true. Because over Easter, we had a beautiful Easter break, but I was doing some strategic analysis on the podcast, right? I had a business meeting with myself.
Oh, good.
And I took a behind-the-scenes look at who's tuning in and where people are tuning in from and, you know, just basically looking at our numbers. And not only are there lots of people tuning in from Australia, but we have people listening to us from Chile. Chile?
Wow, Chile. Yeah.
I like to say Chile. So a big shout out and a hola to all our Chilean listeners.
Unbelievable. That's so good. I mean, that's an amazing part of the world. And maybe we could feature some other countries too and talk about the facts of different countries that are listening because we do have people listening in from all over the world and we thank you so much for listening. An interesting fact about Chile, because I did do some research, you know, in the follow-up from the strategic planning meeting, you gave me some actions, which I've actioned. Chile, an action item. Chile has the world's largest outdoor swimming pool.
Yeah, I know. It's amazing.
Incredible?
It's huge. Where is it, Ben?
It's at the San Alfonso del Mar Resort in Chile, and it is in a town called, now I'm going to say it wrong, which is a bit embarrassing, but Algarrobo City.
Oh yeah, well you sounded really good actually.
I thought if I rolled an R, I'd probably get away with it.
You did. You're good at that because Spanish is a de facto official language of Chile and it's spoken by 99% of the population. So he goes with some Spanish for you. Gracias por atención.
What does that mean? Oh, thanks for listening.
Yeah.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah, sorry, I say thanks for listening.
I speak multiple languages. It's embarrassing.
You're good at languages. Well, look, that's about all we've got. That's all about. That's
all we've got time for today.
Okay, see you later. I can't even speak. But good on you, Chile, and make contact with us. Give us a shout out. Give us a holla. Thanks for tuning in. And if you want your country featured like this, right, because there's some amazing stats, give us a shout out. Hint to brother Brad. There you go. That's an action item for you, Bradley.
Give us something interesting about where you live too, because look, I'm sure what we've just done is going to boost the tourism numbers
clearly,
like astronomically, exponentially. Fantastic. Oh, that's awesome. Thank you to all of our listeners in Chile. That's absolutely amazing. Hey, what do you reckon? Should we crack on with the show?
Let's crack on with the pod.
So, Kristy, how have you been? How was your Easter break?
I've been really well, thanks, and had a really awesome Easter break. It feels like ages ago now. We've got Anzac Day coming up soon.
I know.
But it was super chilled, and because I work at the university, I get an extra day off as well. So I had Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. So I had 5 whole days off, and
Unbelievable.
yeah, it was really cool. Just chilled out and relaxed at home, and that was really nice. How about you? What did you get up to?
Well, we have, or Adelaide had, it does seem like a long time ago now, but I did have a note here to talk about the gather round because, not everyone's an AFL footy head, and that's fine. But AFL is a team, the sport that's played predominantly here in South Australia. So we had the gather round. Our Premier, Peter Malinauskas, is just a sport head. So anything sport, he's like, yeah, I'm going to do that. But it is actually a really good event. So all of the games for that particular round of football, rather than being played around the country, are played in South Australia. So
Yeah, that's pretty
it's
cool.
really, really cool. So that was pretty good. I didn't get to any games because they just sold out so quick. We were going to go to one at the Norwood Oval, which is one of the local ovals where they played the games, but missed out anyway. But yeah, we went away for Easter, went down to the shack, and yeah, Reed rode his bike 24/7, and
Fantastic.
yeah, it was really just stunning weather, and it was so
It
so
was,
nice.
wasn't
Yeah,
it?
it was beautiful. It was perfect. Yeah, so
Yeah.
we had a nice Easter, and we're thinking about what we're going to do for the Anzac Day. Well, we're calling it a long weekend because Anzac Day is on the Thursday, but I'm going to have the Friday off as well. So
Yeah, I think I might do the
a
same.
4-day
I've got
weekend.
hardly any annual leave, but maybe I'll call in sick.
Does your boss listen to this?
Probably
Nah,
not.
surely not. Nah.
Only people from Chile.
That's it, exactly. Oh, she could be on a holiday right now.
She's at that giant swimming pool.
Yeah, she's like, hang on, I'm here. What, Kristy? Sicky? Oh, damn.
Yeah. I've got lots of sick leave, but not much annual leave. So it makes sense to
Okay.
use it up.
Of course, it's yours for the taking.
Yeah.
People leave and they try to claim their sick leave. It's like, no, you don't. When you leave, you don't get your sick leave. What are you talking
Nah,
about?
look, good on them for trying, though.
Oh, you gotta have a go.
I actually did go for 2 swims over Easter because the weather was just beautiful. So I actually got
Yeah.
out for a couple of last final swims
Oh,
before the weather. It's turning a bit cooler now in
bit
Melbourne,
cooler, yeah.
Australia.
But you're in such a nice part of the world where the beaches are just lovely, aren't they?
Yeah, they are nice.
So
Hey, how cool was it? We also chatted with international crime writer Rachel Lynch. Yes, our family member. She's basically our sister. She's a third cousin. And we had a chat with her on The Vault, which came out a couple of weeks ago, and you can watch it on our YouTube channel. But she
Yep.
is an absolute cracker. We
Yeah.
love Rach. She gave us a super exclusive. We can't share it with you just yet, but stay
No.
tuned.
Mm,
And we are trying so hard to get Rachel to come out to Australia.
that would be
Actually, we
so
should
good.
start calling her Rach because that's what we
Rach,
normally do
yeah.
in Australia.
Lynchy.
Get Rach to come out to Australia and visit her podcasting family.
Yeah,
We're also angling to get written into one of her books.
that'd be fantastic.
Right.
But we don't want to be killed.
No, probably will be
Maybe
though.
we probably crack the
she-
case.
what?
We help. We
Crack
we
it, yeah.
help Kelly Porter actually crack the case.
Oh, yeah.
And her books are always really well received in Australia. So
Mm.
obviously, she does have a lot of fans here in
Yeah.
Australia. So it makes sense for her to come.
Sure does. And she gave a special shout out to all of the One Author Book Club members, which is all of you listeners. Thank you. And I started reading the Rachel Lynch books. I started at book 5, then I went to book 6. Then I read The Rich, which was the best book ever. And now I've read book 1 and I'm halfway through book 2.
Wow.
And
Okay.
get this, because not all her books are in the library here in Australia. They're online. You can read them. So I'm reading them on my phone.
Oh God, really?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Good on you.
I made the font really big. And yeah.
And you've
but I did it-
upgraded from your Nokia 3110, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Finally. Oh,
So,
good.
but anyway, they've been amazing, and I feel really stupid that I started midway,
Oh.
but that's your fault because you gave me the book.
It's my
Book
fault. It's the
5.
post offices. I blame the post. I blame the post office.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So speaking of the post office, something did arrive recently. It was my
Oh, did
KK.
you?
Thank
Ah,
you. Came in
yeah.
March,
Yeah.
about the same as last year.
It came in the first quarter of the calendar year. Q1C.
Okay.
What is it? The CY. Q1CY.
Oh no! So anyway, there was. Let me tell you, listeners, we had a giant bulldog clip, which is currently holding my audio booth together, which is on the floor. I'm not
See.
using it.
You never have enough bulldog clips.
It's a
You can never
giant
have too
stainless
many.
steel one. A magnifying glass with $4.50 price still on it. Thank you.
I'm not trying to show off or anything, but
I haven't
hey,
cracked it open
it's
yet.
been big.
A salt and pepper shaker. They were ladybugs. Very, very cute. Thank you. I didn't
Yeah.
have any. And the little magnet, and they stick together by the
I
magnets.
know they kiss. It's very
Oh,
cute.
is that
Yeah.
what? Yeah, they're cute. It was really interesting though when I got the calculator out because $6 was the limit. So it was amazing that you got everything under $6. So
A
I don't
dollar
know.
fifty for the post office were doing like a bulldog clip salt and pepper shaker combo for $1.50. And I was like, I'm snapping that up.
You're amazing, Ben. I can't wait
I
to see
know.
what happens next year.
Thanks.
Yeah,
I get
really,
started
really
now, so
cool.
I'm not late. I'm holding up my juggling balls too
Oh,
because that
yeah,
was your Kris
right.
Kringle. Yeah.
Nice one.
Fantastic. Hey, look, we did say we're going to get on with the show, which we are. I mean, hearing us
This
talk
is the
must be
show.
just an absolute delight for everybody. Of course, yeah.
Yeah.
We have a bit of a quiz coming up, don't we?
We have the funnest quiz coming up, and I can't wait to crack open this box of 80s pop
Yeah.
trivia and share with you guys. So why don't we intro it with some Laura Branigan or Pseudo Echo, Ben?
Anything that doesn't get us sued. Okay, let's go.
Alrighty, guys.
Oh, that was very 80s radio then.
What's that?
Alrighty.
Yeah, welcome
absolutely.
back to Two Cousins, One Chat. It's great to
Cold
have you
hard
with us.
cash.
Oh, man. Dash for cash. Today's episode, we are turning back the clock to the era of the 1980s. We've been there before, guys. We've done an episode on the 80s before. It was one of our most well-downloaded, loved. But we are going back to a decade which is filled with neon lights, funky synth beats, unforgettable pop icons, from the smooth moves of Michael Jackson to the rebellious spirit of Madonna. Can you tell this is written by ChatGPT?
Yes.
The
Rebellious
1980s,
spirit.
yeah, were a melting pop of magical musical magic that continues to shape our playlist today. Well, mine anyway.
Oh.
Why don't go on? Anyway, so hold on to your leg warmers, folks, because this isn't just a stroll down any old memory lane. This is a battle of the bands trivia. That's right. It's the ultimate I wrote 1890s.
I know you did. 1890s pop music. Oh shit! I don't know anything about the 1890s. Damn,
It's a showdown where we'll go head to head in a battle of musical knowledge.
I know, but Kristy, you are a few years older than me.
Yep.
And I'm not sure if that was planned or just a coincidence because I was born in the late 70s, and so
right.
whilst I'm across the 80s and into the early 90s, I don't know. I think you set this up so you can actually win. Anyway, people, if you still have a Walkman, ladies and gentlemen, grab your Walkman, dust off those cassette tapes, and get ready.
Yeah.
Let the music games begin, and play along at home in your head or whatever. We'll give you a little bit of time to sort of shout out the answer to your radio or your podcast listening device
when you're on the train.
On the train, and we'll just get into it. So, Kristy, I think what we've got here, ladies and gentlemen, is cards. I keep saying ladies and gentlemen like I'm emceeing or something.
Yeah,
but
right, here we go.
we have the cards, and I know I haven't looked at any of the answers, but I know that they are multiple choice, but I don't know that we'll actually need them. So if you want to call for the multiple choice, Kristy, you can.
Okay, all right, cool.
But
so
we'll
why don't sorry, go ahead.
We'll give people a chance to say the answer. We won't just scream it out straight away.
Yeah, it doesn't matter anyway. They can press pause.
Yeah, they can. That's true. Yeah.
I can't wait to start reading out these questions. Haven't cheated at all.
No, neither.
Had these for ages. This has taken a while for us to get around to 80s trivia.
There's massive expectations from us about this. So if it fails, then we'll cop that.
Be on the cutting room floor. So why don't you read out a question first, and then I'll answer it hopefully, and then we'll do a couple.
All right, we'll do a few and see whoever gets the most wins. Are you going to keep score?
Yeah, and I forgot to put the timer on.
Oh, don't worry about that.
Don't worry about it. Nah.
No, I can see. I know how much time we got. It's all good.
Okay.
All right, question 1.
Yeah.
Which 1960? Sorry, I just read it because it's 1964. I thought this was an 80s quiz,
Isn't
but it's about a cover.
1890s?
Yeah. 1890s. Which Mozart cover? No, I don't even know when he was alive. I'm so ignorant to history sometimes. Which 1964 song attained worldwide fame after being covered by Soft Cell?
Oh.
Would you like multiple choice?
No, I think I know it.
What is it?
Is it Tainted Love?
Correct.
Yes. One for me.
Oh my God,
I'm writing
screwed.
down one for me. Left-handed. I'm
Can't believe
ambidextrous. Did you
knew
know that?
You're ambidextrous?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I can
okay,
write
I
with my
didn't know
left
that.
hand and my right hand.
Well, it doesn't surprise me if
Yeah.
we do it at the same time.
Yeah. I can actually do that too.
Yeah, that wouldn't
I
surprise me at all.
can write forwards with one hand and the same word but backwards. It's called mirror image writing.
Oh, my God. Okay.
Oh,
Wow.
God. Anyway,
I can
that's
do the
another
alphabet
podcast.
backwards, but so can Auntie Ashley. She can do the alphabet backwards as well. It's a special skill that we have.
Yeah, I know. Something to do with the brain.
If
All right,
you're listening,
Ben.
Auntie Ash, pause and do it now. Okay.
Or Uncle Joe,
Now
if
Auntie
you're
Ash is
listening,
back. Yeah.
go for a run backwards. All right, Ben, here's your question. Are you ready?
Go. I'm so ready.
Okay. The hit song Eye of the Tiger was specially written for what Sylvester Stallone film? Do you want A, B, C, or D? Or do you know
I
it?
think I know it. It's for Rocky.
Yes, it is.
Absolutely.
Do you know which Rocky for an extra bonus point?
Rocky 2?
No. It's Rocky 3.
The first one. Rocky 3. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Do I still get the...
Yep, sure do.
Okay. All right.
What are you doing with
'Cause
your
I got the
cards
right
so we know
franchise.
that we've read them?
They're upside down on the other side.
I'm putting a tick on mine. All right, you're next. This is going great. This is a great quiz.
So far.
Loving it.
Question 2 for you. Which European capital meant nothing to Ultravox?
Vienna.
Correct.
It means nothing to me. Oh, yes.
God,
Go, Kristy.
you're an enigma.
Go, Kristy.
Well,
All right.
no, you had Grover there barracking for you.
All right, Ben, are you ready? Here comes your next question.
I'm so ready. Yeah.
What is the title of Alice Cooper's 1989 album that spawned the hit single Poison? Do you want me to read out the multiple choices?
Can I have the multiple choice? Yeah, please.
Okay.
Yeah.
A, Constrictor. B, No More Mr. Nice Guy. C, Hey Stupid. Or D, Trash.
I think it's B, No More Mr. Nice Guy.
Is that your final answer, Ben?
Yeah.
Bum bum. It's Trash.
Is it Hey Stupid? Oh, Trash.
No,
Okay.
it's Trash, see?
Oh, see, I think that he must have the other albums. Okay, question 3.
Yep.
In 1984, Roger Waters left which band in acrimony? Roger Waters.
Is that that's Pink Floyd.
Correct.
Yes.
Oh my God.
3.
Kristy.
3 from 3.
Maybe we should only get half a point if we call for them. Oh, well, I got it wrong anyway, so it doesn't matter.
All right.
Okay. Next question.
All right. Maybe we'll do 5 questions each because otherwise we'll be
Okay.
here all day.
People are just going to get bored. No, they're not. They're loving it.
All right.
According to the Madonna single, Who Don't Preach?
Papa.
Yeah, correct.
Oh my God. All right. You ready? Here comes the next one. What was the title of Brian Johnson's first album with AC/DC? Was it A, Back in Black, B, Highway to Hell, C, Flick of the Switch, or D, For Those About to Rock?
It's either Highway to Hell or Back in Black. No, I think it's Back in Black. Yes, Back in Black.
Yes, well done.
Yeah. I actually think I knew that. Yeah.
Ben's on 2,
okay.
Kristy's on 4.
I've hit the easy section. With which film is the song I've Had the Time of My Life associated?
I've had the time of my life. Oh, Dirty Dancing.
Correct.
Yes. When I bought the 80s pop music trivia, I opened the box, split them in half, put half into an envelope, sent it to Ben immediately.
Yes.
And put the lid back on this box,
Yeah.
and I have not looked at them since. These are good trivia.
Yeah.
Are you ready for your next question?
Yeah. Please, yeah.
In 1987, who became the first woman inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame?
Can I have a go without multiple choice?
Sure. Yeah.
1987 Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Tina Turner?
No. Aretha Franklin.
I was going to seriously, people always say I was going to say, but I was going to say Aretha Franklin. Well, Tina Turner was an option. Yeah, I knew that.
Right.
I knew that.
Ben, you still got 2 points and I'm on 4 points.
Oh, well, that's 5 each. So are we done?
Oh, yeah, all right.
Bonus question.
All right, bonus question. 2 points.
And then you've got to give us a fun memory from the 1980s.
Okay.
So start thinking. What mode of transport inspires Steve Reich's 1988 work, Different Something? Do you want the multiple choice?
Yeah.
So it's a song name.
Oh.
Is it A, different ships, B, different planes, C, different trains, D, different trucks?
I have no idea. I'll just go trains.
Correct.
Oh, yes!
Are you joking me?
5 from 5.
I mean, I'm happy for you and everything.
How good's that? I was really good at that.
You were great. Yeah,
I had some easy
more,
questions, though.
You did. You got to give me one because I think I started.
All right, yeah, okay, here we go. Are you
Just
ready?
give me one, see if I can redeem myself.
Okay. Motown Records was sold to MCA in which year?
Oh, God.
Let me read out the multiple choice. 1988, 1984, 1982, or 1986?
I have no idea. 1986.
No, 88.
Yeah.
You got it wrong.
As if I was going to know that.
Oh, Ben,
Oh,
I'm
that's
sorry.
okay.
That was good. I like doing 80s pop trivia. I reckon we could
Yeah.
do some more of that. There's a whole box of questions here.
So, how on the 80s, how, for our listeners so they can visualise this, how high did your hair get in the 80s?
Yeah,
In centimetres, if you don't mind.
It actually got pretty big. And in fact, in the 1980s, I worked in a hairdresser on Fridays and Saturdays.
Oh, yeah, because you modelled for some of their photos.
Modelled for them. And
Yeah.
they got my hair so big. I actually can share a photo of it. You wouldn't even believe it's me. It's like the biggest bouffant. It's really big. And my hair's naturally curly anyway, but it was huge. It was very big.
And
Big
how did
earrings,
they get it
big
there?
clip-ons. Hey?
How did they get it there? Were they like teasing the crap out of it with a comb, or did they
Like
just put really
scrunching
tight?
it, spray,
Oh, really?
scrunching it, turn it upside down, and then when you go like that, it just goes.
Just go.
Yeah,
It just
yeah,
rests.
yeah. It was
Wow.
very big. It was big hair, and the bigger the better. And I think this photo is late 80s.
Well, you were
one that I
21
always
there.
keep
Yeah,
with me.
yeah. I was
So,
14.
but that was nothing. That was just general
No.
day-to-day hair, big hair.
Yeah, that was like your daily driver.
Yeah, that wasn't even big. What
That was
about you,
not a-
Ben? Do you have any good memories from the 80s?
Oh no. Look. Well, the 80s were fun for me. Like I moved house in the 80s, so I went from living in the suburbs to living in the country. So I sort of had two lives in the 80s. I had my early 80s down in the suburbs, and then I had my later 80s in the country. But yeah, the 80s were fun. Yeah, I mean, when we were living in the suburbs, we used to do it was really cliche. We'd ride bikes. We lived on. You might remember our house at Morphet Vale. We had the long street that was on a bit of a hill, and each house kind of had its own specialty amongst the group of kids that played. And we had a big long front yard on the corner.
Yep.
So originally in the early days, we had an above ground swimming pool, but then 2 doors down, the neighbours got a swimming pool, in-ground swimming pool. So we got rid of that. But we were the cricket pitch because we had a really long front yard. Then the next door neighbours, they were just like a hangout. You know, we used to climb their fence to get into their backyard sort of thing. Then the house up from them was a swimming pool, but then further up was the hand tennis house at Sam and Kirsten. So we would play hand tennis right up the top.
Yeah.
But then we always had our bikes, and we'd ride through this alleyway through to a park that had a little bike track, and school was really close by, and so they were fun times. They were really, really fun. Yeah, had lots of fun.
I remember that house, and I remember going there for Christmas one year.
Oh, yeah.
And you had a massive slip and slide out the back.
Yeah. Yes, exactly. And we
because it was a long
on that thing. It was deadly.
Yeah. And I remember that. We had so much fun. And for some reason, Uncle Joe had a motorbike in the backyard.
Of course.
And I remember there's a photo of me, like, I don't know how old I was, like in my bathers on the motorbike, taking us around the backyard.
Yeah. Dad's had a number of motorbikes over the years. Yeah.
An old step through.
Actually, we could do an episode on Dad's cars because he's had so many cars and motorbikes. It's like it'd be quite interesting.
Yeah.
We could do like a chronology. But yeah, we did have the slip and slide. We used to have our other cousins over from the other side of the family, like the secret family that I talked about, and we made swimming pools and sliding, and we had a fort that we used to jump off of into the trampoline, and we had it all happening. Yeah, it was good fun, good times.
Do you remember it coming over to Melbourne when you were really little, and we had the old man was a plumber?
Yeah,
and he had
the
an
sponge
old
thingy.
Hey,
Go on, sorry.
he had an old water tank he picked up from a job, so we filled it up with water, got a ladder, and put the ladder up against the old water tank, rusty as, and then just swam in it. Do you remember
I don't
that?
remember that. Well, did we ever swim in that? I don't know.
I don't know, but I remember thinking, how ace is this? It was really deep as well.
Of course, that's
And
fantastic.
I think it was in the back of the trailer.
just
So not safe.
Just picked up a rainwater tank. Yeah. I remember you had a little park bench thingy with a big rolled up sponge mattress once, and we just soaked it with water. And it was there's photos of this, and it's rolled up. It's huge, this big fat foam mattress thing that we just sort of stuck the hose in it, so it was constantly getting soaked. And we would just take it in turns of jumping off this little picnic table thing onto the rolled up sponge.
How cool is that? I'd do that today.
I may even have that photo somewhere. I'll have to see if I can find it. Yeah.
Oh, right. Because there is a photo of us when we're all young, and we must have been the same day because we're all in the backyard in our bathers, like just playing with the hose.
Yeah. I think it was that same day. Yeah.
Oh, right. Oh, that's really, really cool. All right.
That was one of those times when we did the 8,000 kilometre trek from.
Oh, yeah. The 8,000.
8,000 kilometres. It's worth it, though.
It was 8 to 9 hours, 8,000 kilometres. We drove pretty fast.
That is 1,000 kilometres an hour.
Hey, maths isn't my strong point.
Yeah, that's hilarious. You just hit an extra zero, but we love you. That's all good. Hey, what? That's kind of it. We've done it. We've done the 80s.
We've done our
taken a trip down memory lane.
Yeah, 1980s pop music trivia. We'd love to hear from you and what your favourite 80s music is, and I could go on and chat all day about Pseudo Echo, Crowded House, Strain Crawl, Midnight Oil, Uncanny X-Men, Pat Benatar. So yeah, I still can't stop now. Now I've started.
You've started. Hey, and do you know something? This is not a plug for Netflix, but I watched that documentary on the making of We Are the World, the song. Have you watched that?
Yeah, I did. I watched it over Easter.
It's so good. It's so good. If you want a bit of a reminiscing of the 80s and just see every famous American singer you can think of, watch that documentary.
It was incredible. Really amazing. And the history of it, I did not know how Stevie Wonder and Michael Jackson and Lionel Richie, how they wrote it, and how it came together, and how shy Bob Dylan is, and
I know
what a natural leader Bruce Springsteen is. It was just fantastic, and it was amazing. They worked really hard. They worked all throughout the night. They did it in one take, like one session.
Well, it was the same night as the American Music Awards, which Lionel Richie hosted because he was at the peak of his fame then. He hosts an awards night and then goes back to this recording studio in the cloak of darkness, and all these famous people rock up and they just basically do a 24-hour. I don't think they slept for at least a good 24 hours.
Yeah,
amazing.
Food brought in, and it was just incredible. I really enjoyed that. I enjoyed it more than I thought I would. So
me too. Such a good 80s memory. It was really, really cool.
Yeah. All right. Well, I reckon that wraps up this podcast. This has been a great pod, Ben. I've really enjoyed it, and I can't wait to do the music trivia again next time. Let us know what you think, guys, because you know what? The music of the 80s lives on forever in our hearts. Right?
It does, in our minds and our souls.
So,
in our hair.
Don't forget you can follow us on Instagram, Facebook, or watch and listen on our YouTube channel. Just search for Two Cousins One Chat, or we've got a link. We've got links everywhere. The Linktree site has all of the links. So big shout out to all our followers. Thank you for listening. It's so ace, and please feel free to rate the pod, particularly on Spotify. It makes it really easier for other people to find. So how about that?
It sounds great. And I think once we stop recording, we might just stay in the studio and do a few more questions. What do you reckon?
Oh, my God. Okay. Are you ready? Here comes one now.
Bonus question with the outro. Oh, no, get it ready. Okay, everyone.
All right.
Have a great day, night, evening, weekend, whatever you're up to. And we will speak to you next time.
All right. See you later.
See ya.